Have you ever planted a seed and then dug it up to see why it's not growing? Well, not many of us have really done that, but we do it with our thinking. We do it with the resolve or the intentions that we set. And then we don't see that we think we should be getting, right? And so we dig up or we change course or we say, oh, see, it doesn't work. This is Christi Karate with Christi's Clarity. And today I am talking about chapter 6 of my book, Beyond the Box, Creative Thinking Expanded. And we are talking about the art principle called form fitting. Okay, and what does that mean? Form is three-dimensional, and we're like expanding on like when we talked about shape in chapter 3, that was two-dimensional. Now we add the dimension to that to really make it happen. And guess what it is? Patience, my friends. So one of the things that I know is that it takes 21 days to solve an easy habit. Not many of us have easy habits. And it takes 90 days, 90 consistent days to change a habit. Okay, more time to change a bigger habit and a lifetime to maintain it. So this is not just now let me wave a magic wand for you to help you think about what it is that you would love, what it is that you would like to create. But then you have to plant the seed. And guess what happens when you plant the seed? You need to nurture it, like with water. You need to feed it good soil, like in your thoughts and beliefs in it. And you need to pull the weeds. That's the negative thinking, like, I don't believe I can, or this doesn't help, or this doesn't work. So how do you do that with your thinking? So I'm going to tell you the system of really how things manifest, okay, and how you plant the seed. So our thoughts, whatever comes into our thoughts, moves through our emotion, our passion, our emotional beliefs, and that moves us into action, and our action creates our result. Now, what happens if you plant a seed, but the emotion you run it through is doubt? Okay, I've tried this before, this doesn't work. How come it doesn't work for me? Why am I the great exception? And that causes you, the actions that you take, to be, I'm going to try something else, or see, this doesn't work, so I'm going to sit on my can and not do anything, and that creates your results. But if you plant the seed of your thought, let's say your intention, like I am taking a group to Italy next April and May, end of April, beginning of May, that's my intention. Now, I have huge passion, and sometimes there's a little doubt in there, and that's my work, to keep knowing that I'm serving people by taking them on a very different way to travel to where you get a transformational experience, right? Do I sit down and lecture you? No. But anyway, that's another story. So I've planted the intention, right? And so the things that I do to move forward come from that passion of knowing how I transform people's lives through travel. Now, I had an informational event last week. Nobody came, so I can go into my disappointment, my doubt, my wondering what I did wrong, wondering if I'm not lovable or likable, even though I know people that have traveled with me have always found it the most unique and exciting part of travel, right? So then I have to stand guard at my thinking, right, the thoughts, as they go through my filter of my emotions. And if I have emotions that are not supportive of that, I need to replace them with thoughts that are like wow, it's so amazing to be able to go to Italy, hang out with the family, eat local, real, in the home foods, to travel to places where you experience the culture and not just the sights, right? So I have to come back to my thinking. I have to build up my passion. That's the filter. And then the action, I need to do the action no matter what. So yes, I've scheduled another date for another informational, and I go back to intention, and I have a clear vision of what it looks like to take that and move that into action. So then if I go and dig up the seed, what did I do wrong? Why don't people like me? That's a very old belief that I have from moving so much in my childhood. But that was then. That doesn't need to run me unless I let it run me, right? So in the present moment, the people that traveled with me this last year to Italy, nothing but excitement, transformation. 2 people came home and retired, right? I mean, they just went, enough of this. Let me enjoy la dolce vita in my life, right? So, what do I want to tell you today about digging up the seeds? I want to tell you to be patient. I want you to remember that it takes 90 days. Now, my mentor, Mary Morrissey, gives us an assignment occasionally of reading 4 specific chapters that have a code in them every day for 90 days. Now, guess what happens if we miss a day? We start the 90 days over. You break that pattern of thinking, and you have to start over. And you have to be patient with yourself and say, I am planting this seed. I am nurturing it with prayers, right? With right thinking, with thinking and knowing that the divine is for you and not against you. So today I did I did that already. So I wanted to talk to you about thoughts, your thoughts. This is on page 66 of my book, and you can go to beyondtheboxbook.com to order a copy of my book. So on page 66 it says, your thoughts through your emotions, be it passion or disappointment, cause you to move into action, and it creates the results. Now, it doesn't say in there, well, so-and-so came up and they did this to me and they did that to me. Do you know when you blame other people, that's just like digging up the seed to see why it's not growing. We have our own volition. We have our own truth. So if you want to really experience result, plant the seed, nurture it, water it, pull the weeds, but don't dig it up, and watch it grow and become the fruit of your passion. This is Christi Karate with Christi's Clarity at 10:10 every Friday. Look forward to seeing you next week.